Hello, my name is Joshua Cook, and today I will be talking about how the environment plans on affecting food growth within the future. Many of us take the food we have for granted currently, but in time, the climate plans on changing in ways that many of us never thought we'd experience. Personally, I decided to do my social service type project thing on the environment itself. So I ended up volunteering at the Arboretum for a short time until it was shut down due to the COVID-19 outbreak. But during the time I was there, I learned quite a bit about how the plants function and how, you know, vulnerable they actually can be to certain different things. In fact, the Arboretum actually has a greenhouse that is climate controlled so that the smaller little plants, when they start growing, can actually grow in the environment they're in without having to worry about excess heat or sudden freezes, such as many of the polar vortexes that have hit the northern area in recent years. My time spent volunteering, I was actually planting quite a few plants and removing the excess weeds. I didn't get to experience everything I wanted to, such as the bee area or the pollination stuff, due to the fact that, again, COVID-19 kind of threw me out of whack. But some of the most important things that happened to me happened between my interviews, such as one of my interviews with Hunter Searson, which sadly I believe the audio may have gotten corrupted, so I don't really have it anymore, but I do remember quite a bit of the conversation, and as you can see, this is Hunter from the video. He told me one very important thing, which was how plants, the biodiversity between them is disappearing due to the fact that farmers keep farming the same exact plants over and over with each other, which will eventually cause susceptibilities to diseases and other predators, that predatory bacteria and such. And a lot of these plants are actually beginning to adapt and move up north, such as corn. For a fun fact, Michigan has replaced the automotive industry as their number one economic producer for corn, which used to be down near Indiana and the Ohio area. And my talk with Christy Coffey, which I'll be showing you in just a second, was a bit more focused on how the environment itself is affecting the surrounding areas, as she works for the city of New York, and after the 2012 hurricane, there was a project in place to put in more oyster reefs. And as you can see here, one of the worries she does have is food shortages in the future for cities of that magnitude.
The Billion Oyster Project is something that, they try to build these artificial reefs or these new reefs filled with real oysters, but to help build back these natural reefs in the water that can help slow or decrease the wave action that impacts. So, the waves won't be as big hitting when they do come in, and might be able to absorb some of this impact. And there are also berms that are going to be built.
In a couple of my other researches, they talked about how farms have to be getting smarter as well, as the farmers are now using different soils and trying different ways because the ground is no longer becoming fertile for many of the plants that grow on them. And certain animals that we eat on a daily basis are now considered part of the large pollution problem that happens around the planet. People can do their part by doing what we've been told to do for quite a while, which is stop polluting as much, start using more environmentally safe material, and begin talking to your local corporation that pollutes massive amounts of carbon and nitrogen into the air. So, do your part before we all have to adjust to a new lifestyle. All right, signing off. You guys have a good one.